Welcome to the Auto Expo again, and welcome to the Renault stall. Very contemporary, very modern, and we are with Sumit Sawhney, the country head for Renault in India. Some beautiful machinery behind us, behind you as well. Everybody's pointed out that I'm matching the Trezor, but yes, big India exclusive, India launch, India debut for your concept car, and some other very interesting stuff. So let's first talk about the Auto Expo in general. How's it been? How's the reception been to Renault this year?
See, for us, it was very clear. You know, Renault is known for its design innovation, and we are the company. If you recollect, in 2014 Auto Expo, we showed the concept of kwid, and we got kwid. We showed in 2016 the concept of kwid climber. We got climber. So here we are showcasing our strength on design, innovation. So we have showcased Trezor, which is a supercar. As you can see, it's right behind you, and it's electric. And also we have given a lot focus on design side of the story. And Renault is the only car company which has got 2 design centers in India. And we started this new concept of Renault Design Academy, where we trained Indian students for 7 months and gave them an opportunity to make a scale car. And one of the car got selected, and we have now a full-scale model of that. It is being done by an Indian designer. So idea is to harness the design potential of India. So coming to electric. Right behind us is Zoe Sport.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
And this is a car which has got 400 kilometer NEDC range. So we are the leaders in Europe when it comes to electric cars. So overall, we are showcasing our design innovation, our technology innovation, what we have, and for fun, we have Iron Man kwid and the Captain America kwid. So lot is there in our stall.
Right. We'll come back to the electric side of things. The design, of course, element is what you've highlighted extremely well on your stall, including the way the stall's design itself. But let's talk about that kwid to kwid from the 2014 Auto Expo, kwid climber to kwid climber, and now this concept you have here. You haven't named it, you've called it the concept, which is a very bold name to have. But it does sort of put you into a direction that we think that Renault is that the direction Renault is going in, a premium hatchback in the future.
You're talking about the concept which an Indian designer has made. No, I think this was more of a study. It was more of realizing that what kind of a design potential we have. So we have given a hiring offer to 3 of the designers. Right. So the idea was, how can we take the design potential of India and which can be used for global trends, because at the end of the day, India is going to be the 3rd largest automobile market in the world, and by population, every 6th person on this earth is an Indian. So idea is that yes, you should have the right input coming from India cultural point of view. So this was more of a study for us.
Right, but I might be overstepping here, but knowing your knack for bringing a concept and making it into production, I'm certainly hoping that will translate into a premium.
I don't know. Yes, at least we have seen some direction, and obviously, these are good insights which come in. What can go in future? I think it's too early to say that.
Right. Now, coming back to the kwid, of course, you have 2 very special limited editions of the kwid with marble. You've got the Iron Man and the Captain America. Very funky, very directly targeted to the young and the young at heart, both. But tell me more on the kwid in relation to, we all heard that you were doing, or we all heard rumors of an electric version of the kwid, and it makes a lot of sense at that entry level to have something electric, considering the fact that kwid is already very funky in terms of design. Inputs?
Our CEO has already made that announcement that yes, we are working on the electric version, but that's not for India, because the market is too premature, I would say. At this stage, we are still studying, and so the work is going on.
But I think in terms of the Auto Expo this time, it's always SUVs. This time it's all about electric, hybrid, electrification, cleaner technology. Now you've got the Zoe, which is the largest selling electric car in Europe, or in the world.
Yes.
In Europe. And that beautiful Zoe Sport behind us. In terms of electrification for India, now we all know that there is a slight issue in terms of government policies, and everybody doesn't really know where that direction is going. But what about Renault? Considering the fact that you have a head start globally, what sort of technologies can you bring in?
Today, if I see Renault with its alliance partner, we are the world leaders when it comes to EV. Renault brand itself is the #1 in Europe as far as electric vehicles are concerned. So we have that strength with us. We have the technology with us. Now, if your question is that, are you capable of bringing electric cars in India? Why not? I think we are among the most capable people. But then we are waiting for the right policies in India, because, we need to understand from an Indian consumer point of view, 3 things which are very important in any electric car purchase. First is range, autonomy. So what you see behind me is a 400 kilometer NEDC range. Second is downtime. I don't want to be stranded for 6 hours to charge my car. So now you have fast chargers technology available. And the third pillar, which is very important, is value. Why should I buy? I should see some value. And that's where you see worldwide governments are bringing schemes on providing special incentives for electric cars, R&D, expense encouragement. So we are waiting for the government policy. Once that is done, then only you can make any kind of a future decision, because all that requires investment. So we are just waiting for that.
Now at the stall, there's this inconspicuous absence of the new Duster. The new Duster is something, the Duster in general has been the huge, big success story before the Kwid came in, and the Kwid has replicated it. The Duster, of course, the facelift is now better looking, better equipped. It's just an evolution of how the SUV should be. Everybody has been asking us on our Facebook pages and on our website, where's the new Duster? I know it's a little ways away, but come on, tell us.
See, we launched the phase 2 version of Duster last year. So obviously there has to be a specific timeline in terms of product life cycle. So like any other manufacturer, we also work on a life cycle management. So at this stage, we have to make sure that we are launching the right cars, the relevant cars which are there. So we are in process now of launching Capture in India, which is again, a design marvel.
And at that price point.
At that price point, and again, a very stylish SUV. So at the end of the day, from Renault, our intention is always to launch a product which can either create a segment or a sub-segment. So, we want that innovation to continue. Duster is a very important brand for us, very popular, and you will see a lot more coming in future.
Now, you're talking about sub-segments and segments. You've done it with the Kwid and with the Duster. There is a segment that is very conspicuously absent from the Indian market, the Indian automotive market. And in my opinion, there's something that's opening up. It's the halo product for every manufacturer. Now, the halo product can be an SUV in most cases, but nothing grabs eyeballs like a sports car. Renault has come back after a long time with the Alpine. We've seen some halo products from some other manufacturers which haven't come into market yet. What is your take on the relatively affordable Indian sports car market?
India is probably one of the most toughest market in the world for any manufacturer. So one has to be very focused. You cannot have Christmas tree of products getting into every segment. No, you need to be focused. So if you see us at Renault, in 2016 we were the 7th largest player in the country, 5-year-old company. Last year we were the 7th largest on the back of just 3 cars. So idea is that you launch something, establish it, and then move on. So I think one has to have a priority clear. I'm not a very firm believer in just getting halo products. Once you are established, then it's okay. But I think the first goal should be volume driver. That is very important.
So in that case, we're talking about volume drivers. What's the big volume driver in 2018 going to be? Is it going to be on the back of the Capture, or are we going to see something?
No, we are right now in process of launching Capture, like we are just supplying now the petrol cars. I have already announced every year one product. So for this year, obviously, we have to work for next 11 months on Capture and be ready for the next one coming in 19 and then another one coming in 20. So
do you want to tell us what the next one is?
At this stage it will be not appropriate for me to share, but the only thing I can say is that whatever we are going to bring will have a capability to redefine the segment or to create a sub-segment.
We're definitely looking forward to that then. Thank you so much, Sumit, for having us at the stall.
Pleasure.
The Trezor as always, is just
that's a lovely
stunning.
supercar.
And in fact, the Zoida is what's attracting me even more. Before you go, best of luck for the Formula E season, and best of luck for Formula 1 also. and we hope to see some more electric cars in the future and some more products too.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.